What's going on, guys? We're going to do a quick little update on Sofi. Have not made a video about Sofi's price action as of late because there really just hasn't been anything much to report. The last time we had any sort of, little multiple day pop or run up or whatever you want to call it, we did get rejected here at, you can see the linear regression channel 50, this blue declining line here. We had this initial pop here on 11.15, came all the way to a high of $6.18. So today we did close a dollar down from that at 5.18, down 20 cents and 3% on the day. One thing that I do not like and that I want everyone to kind of take notice is this is the first close now. If I kind of zoom this in for everyone, this is the first close now below the 50-day moving average yet again. Okay, so as even we've kind of been having an issue with SoFi, trading under the 50-day moving average, kind of testing that 50-day moving average. We did finally reclaim that back here on the 11th of November, had that little 3-day run up. We were also above it here for just a very brief moment in time on the 1st, but here we are yet again losing this 50-day moving average. So typically, anytime a stock is below its daily 50-day moving average, you typically want to stay away from the long side of things. Not necessarily saying that you want to short the stock, but it's definitely not a good time to buy. Now, for all of those people saying, and maybe wondering and thinking, well, I thought you're supposed to buy when the stock is low. Yes, but you don't just want to be catching falling knives because you don't exactly understand where and how low it can go. Last thing you want to do is buy the stock at $5.18 to, let's say, 2-3 weeks from now, it's trading at recent lows of $4.77, losing about 30 to 50 cents per share. Now, it may or it may not get back down to test those lows. Last time we were down that low was back here in October on the 11th. You can see briefly we wicked down here to 477 and then kind of just traded sideways. Did have one initial run up here on the 1st, and then we had that big decline followed by the second run up and second rejection. So this close here, not what you want to see, engulfing yesterday's price action. Anything below $5.16, I would say, could potentially come down here and test the lower Bollinger Band at around $4.87. Again, you do have multiple demand zones here going back to the 2nd, 3rd, as well as the 9th. You might expect this area to hold right around $5, which is about 18 cents lower. So if we do start to confirm today's lows, look for about another 20-cent drop here. If not 20 cents, maybe looking at 30 to 35 cents. But anything closing below this Bollinger Band here and anything losing $4.77 could slowly just continue to drift a few cents down, Any pop could look to now get rejected at this prior level. This area has been acting as an area of support. So if we do lose 477 and put in a new low below the Bollinger Band, and then we do get a bounce, now it could start to act as a rejection and start to pin it down here. Best case scenario, we get down into $4.77 to $5 range, right around this Bollinger Band, consolidate for 1 or 2 days. This might be a good opportunity to try to take a stab at a little bit of a bounce play here, to play this back into $5.50, and hopefully $6. But again, as far as long-term, anything over $6, there cannot even be a conversation yet, from a technical analysis standpoint, until we get over this supply. Okay, nothing is going to happen with the stock until we close over $6.12. It is what it is. Whether it takes 1 month or 1 year to do that, you're not going to get any significant movement in the price action or volume until we get over $6. Okay, that is what it is. Those are just a couple of things to kind of take a look at. So if you're currently holding, I'm not going to say to continue to average down here. Let's see what we do. Do we put in a new low? If you're looking to start maybe a position, I would wait to see what we do down here at the Bollinger Band. And if you really want to, kind of swing trade this, anything below 477, you got to exit that trade. Anything above 477, continue to add to the position, play it back up. But you're in a tight range between $4.77 and around $6. So you do have $1 worth of room there, but the way that the cycle's going, you're getting that one pop every month. So, you have to time it right. And that's another thing. A lot of people have a very hard time trying to time the market. It's never an easy thing. It's never something that should be recommended to try to time the market cycles. Instead of trying to time the market cycles, you want to be reactive to the price action that's going on. And if we're going to be reactive to what's going on right now, I would stay away from adding any more positions until we see what we do down here. Okay, if this area holds and we consolidate and then pop, I would add a position or start to go long. If we come down to this area, we consolidate and we lose it, I would definitely stay away from trying to go long, because then we do not know where that next low is going to be. Obviously, the bottom of this channel, if we're coming off of the top channel, the bottom of this channel is resting at around $3. So if the overall market does decide to take one more leg down into 2023 before we finally start to recover and stabilize, could we potentially get down close to $3? It's possible. If you don't think that we can get down to $3, well, you know, did anyone, if I go to the weekly chart here, did anyone think that, you know, when we were trading at 28 that we would be trading at 4? Okay. Did anyone think that back in 2021 when we were trading at $24 that we would be trading at $4? Did anyone think that when we were even here, right, like getting ready to lose this 200-day moving average, coming down here to consolidate, when we were at a price range of around $13 to $15, did you think that we were going to 4? Again, you know, so it's like you have to kind of put things into perspective. If the weekly chart does start to lose this last support here, then it will come down and test $4.37 or close to it. Okay, so keep an eye on this weekly candlestick here. So to say that we can't get down into that, you know, $3 range is you know, I'm not going to be one to judge, but I'm just saying, you know, think about what's happened to the price of the stock over the past, you know, year and a half, 2 years. You know, a lot of people who were trading and holding this stock up in here and then through these peaks and valleys here did not probably necessarily think that we were going to come down to 4. And now that we've been down, you know, right around anywhere between $4 and $7 for the past year almost, right? You know, everyone's kind of waiting and wondering, what catalyst is it going to be? Is it going to be earnings? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? Is it going to be this? You know, instead of trying to figure out the fundamentals and the macroeconomics of the macro cycles of what's going on, just pay attention to the price action, pay attention to the supply and demand zones. Okay, that's going to be your leading kind of compass guide. Earnings and everything, and, you know, good news, bad news, or whatever is obviously going to sway the price of the stock. But, you know, just looking at it from a supply and demand standpoint here, the stock's not going to do anything underneath $6. Okay, it's got to get over $6 before we have remotely any room to kind of stretch our legs. Over $6 can take us to $7.70 and $8.20 very, very quickly. But what is it going to take for us to get there, right? So if you're currently holding your position, just continue to hold your position. But again, if you are averaged in between $4 and $6, I would not try to let it get below $4.77. If so, I would, personally speaking for myself, I would exit my position just due to the fact that I don't want to get stuck in the stock for another 3, 6, 9 months where I continue to lose maybe another $1 on my cost per share. Hope that information kind of helps. Again, we're looking for something over $6 here, and we're really keeping an eye on this 477 and 415 area. Anything below 415 definitely can come down to 3. Hope this video helps you guys. Again, I wish I had better news to report on the stock, but the overall market as a whole has not been the best, so it's not just Sofi, right? With that being said, all the information for me is down in the description box below. My name is D. Anthony with evolutiontraders.com, and I will see you guys all on the next video.